Welcome on my channel. Peace and blessings to everyone. So I'm going to discuss that what are the possibilities, or actually, rather, I will say that how devil uses his way to attack us, to tempt us in our daily life. There are lots of ways that usually we get tempted in in our daily life. First of all, you see that you can be attacked through various means. One, you know that in today's life there is a social media platform like through television, entertainment world, TV, mobile phones. These are the media which the devil used to attack people. How? We all know, like, randomly, we through the social media platform, when we post something on any social media like in Facebook, in YouTube, in many other platforms that nowadays use, people are randomly wasting their time. They are procrastinating in their daily life, by distracting. When people going through some kind of hardship in their life, how does they distract, they waste their time, you know they uses all this kind of tools, this platform, to get themselves distracted. Because this is because, first of all, devil uses this way to distract the people from their duties, their responsibilities of their life. Because he knows very well that when we will be faced or bombarded with challenges through from all direction, we will lose hope in ourselves, we will lose confidence in ourselves, and we will give up. Moreover, we will also give up. So that is how devil wants us, that when we give up, what we do, that we put all our mind into negative things. Some uses mobile phone, some uses TV, some uses PlayStation games, some uses video games, and some are abusers of substance abuse, like they depend on alcohol, or they depend on smoking cigarettes, lots of things. People gets depend on those things, because this is how devils are, lure into all this negative thinking, so that we stop praying to God, we stop having faith in God, we stop loving to God, and we indirectly blame God. Because it is quite natural, when we face rejection after rejection in our daily life, it is very easy to get distracted into all those negative things. Because why this weakness come? Because we feel that God is the main reason because of whom I'm getting failed every time. But it is not the thing. The more you pray to God, what happen is, like, your when the devil see that your faith is being strengthened, your faith is taking a strong hold in your life, he tries different strategic way to distract you from the path, from your path. He used different type of mind games so that you can give up on yourself. It can be like your negative self talk. Devil uses this tool very much nowadays. What we are going through in our day, we go through depression, we go through anxiety. There is another way that we feel. There is this is called a mental attack that we feel. This is not because of something from due to outside sources, but the devil uses us, so that the more we rejection face in our daily life, the more we start talking negatively with ourselves, the more we will self-sabotage our own thoughts, the more randomly we will think, or our faith in God weakens, because we feel that he is the ultimate destroyer of our life. But it is not, because God is trying to help you, but the devil is putting brakes in your life. He is putting you so much into hardship. He's breaking your confidence in such a manner, he's penetrating in your mind and your life in such a way that you are giving up on yourself and on your God, and you have stopped praying to God, stop asking from anything from him, and giving in, you are distracting yourself to your past pattern or the negative cycles that you have been in your from your past. You start doing reckless things, you start depending on alcohol, we start depending on those negative things in our life, like alcohol, smoking, as I have told you right now before. I'm not going to repeat the same thing, but the thing is, you know so I'm going to discuss that slowly. I'm going to give you little bit description brief about how these things happens. First of all, you will notice that, first of all, you will notice that, suppose you are going for an interview, and you have qualified, the interviewer has taken your interview, and you find that the interview has gone very well. Everything was very fine, you are very happy. The interview who took their interview, he is also impressed, and you know very much that I'm going to get through this interview, I'm going to get selected in this interview. But what happened is that finally you get a call from this person, or sometimes you don't get any call from this person. If you are lucky, you will going to understand that you have been not selected or you have been rejected. So what happens is that the devil first lure you into that thing, and you keep some kind of expectation, but he is attacking you through this process by destroying your hope. And what happened? You lose your hope after the rejection, and you start giving up on yourself. You think that I'm not worthy. So what magically happened? This is how he manipulates. So indirectly he is using your brain to talk to yourself negatively. You are giving yourself, you will talk that I'm not worthy, I cannot do anything, I will stop trying, God is not favoring me, God is not with me. But God is giving you a chance, but he is putting you a break, because you see that when everything happens smoothly, at the last moment you have been not rejected, and this comes to you as an unexpectation, like you didn't expect. Why did it happen? So many questions move around your head, like why this happened, why these questions happens, goes around in your mind. So this is how the devil, by keeping you in confused state, where you are going to not get any sort of closure in your life, what you were expecting, you will not get any answers. And this is how your self doubt starts creating in your own mind, that maybe I'm not worthy, maybe I'm hopeless, maybe I cannot fulfill my dream, maybe whichever interview I will go next, I will not crack, and this is not for me, I will go to someone's age. Or what you will do next is you stop praying to God, and you go to a bar, you have drinks, you have smoke, you recklessly spend your money on bad things in your life, and you are totally moving into your ruin. This is exactly this is exactly the devil wants you to be, that you should keep your, the more the blessings, the more you are devoted to God, more you will pray to God. The devil wants that the next day he will put you into so much into a pit that you can never rise from that place. So this is how he manipulates your brain. So you understand one thing, this is the first reason. But Jesus said that keep on praying. You remember that when Jesus was attacked by so many chief priests, so many, the priests in the temple, when there were the Pharisees, the Sadducees who were there, Jesus was continuously attacked, criticized, mocked, flogged, everything. Now put yourself in the feet of the Jesus and things like, if you get yourself so many times rejected by so many people in your community, in your office, by your family member, and feel like Jesus, you are completely alone. Nobody is around you. You are just walking by yourself, and everywhere you are facing rejection. What are you going to do? Did you ever think? Well, in your place, let me tell you, Jesus didn't give up. That is the difference between us and Jesus Christ. Now, many people will say he is God, so he can win. No, he is. I understand Jesus is God. That's the very truth. But remember one thing. When he was incarnated on this earth, he was incarnated as a human being. Okay? So he had left a life like a normal human being. He used to eat, he used to sleep, he used to do every stuff that we do in our daily life. He never uses any magical power. Even in his death, he gave up his life. He didn't do any kind of magic so that all the blessings. He took the most difficult path in your life to show us that through the suffering, we are going to get our best version. Now, getting past to this line. So what was saying that put yourself in the feet of Jesus and think that you are being isolated by your community. What are you going to do that time? You will give up. Some people die. Some people murder other people. Some people go crazy. Some people go to end up in the mental asylum. Some people give up their life. Some people go into utter depression. And I don't know what happened to these people. I really feel bad for these people. But understand, Jesus didn't give up. The more he was challenged, the more he kept praying to God. The more he was challenged by the other people, the more he kept praying to God. This is the reason Jesus has shown to us. The more devil try to attack you, the more you will keep praying to God. And remember one thing, the devil always attack you when you are distracted in your life, when you are unmindful about your situation on your daily life, when you are keeping your head in your past, either in your past or in your future, or you are being too dreamy. You are not about the reality of the life. You are not practical. You are not grounded. You always in your wonderland thinking about fantasizing everything in time in the world, that everything will happen in a magical way. At that moment of time, the reality sets in. How then what devil uses using actually this time, that when you will go to daydream, when you are going to start fantasizing, when you are going to waste your time, when you are going to not put your mind and heart into your work, you will completely discard it. Because out of failure, what happened most of the time, we stop trying and we get ourselves distracted to all those sorts of things, where we start daydreaming about, start fantasizing about those things which we'll never get in our life, which is a hopeless things. So this is how devil, at that moment of time, he will attack you. It can be through any means. It can be through family members, it can be through a stranger, it can be through anything. And suddenly you feel like your life has been a mess, your life has got no peace. So that is why I am saying that right now, from this day onward, start being cautious every time. Be alert. See through the illusions of every people. Whatever people is promising you, it's not the reality. Some people will talk to you nicely. Some people will give you lots of promises and hopes in your life. But the end of the day, you're going to see, when they get everything from you, after that, suddenly you will see their behavior completely changed. 360-degree. It has changed. It has completely turned. Why? Because, those people, the devil is using those people to attack you. He is using those people to manipulate you. Let me give you an example. Suppose you like a guy, I'm saying. Okay, this is a very normal thing. It can be like, you like somebody, that person also likes somebody, like you also. You thought that everything was nice. Whatever you are viewing from outside, that's the reality of the situation. What you are viewing from the outside, maybe you never talked with that guy, so, and you started feeling that yes, this is the perfect person I've ever dreamed of in my life. But when you went to talk with that guy, that person behaved very nicely, that person talked to you in a very good manner, you really like that person. But and after 2 3 months, when you started, where you the more you more get into the depth of the relationship, you find that guy is, when you really fall for that guy because of his nature, what you have seen from the outside, you really felt that this is my one true love in my life, this is my soulmate, whatever this person is. You find yourself that this person is highly toxic, highly abusive. This person is only about talks and promises, but he never fulfill those things. So devil is using you to distract through this person to distract you. But if you have faith in Jesus Christ, if you pray to him daily, you can understand the reality. From the very first day, you're not going to see that guy. You'll go, talk, understand that person from the day one, see the red flags in that person. And when you pray to God about answers, whether this is the truth of the situation is, you will get the clarity from God that this is not the person. Many people, they just miss the red flags because they are so much from the very beginning, they feel so much for that person without even talking to that person, that they can't see the red flags. And even if they see, they completely ignore, and they start bringing that relationship with that person. And what happens after that, that they face, when they faces the reality, they faces the rejection, they face all sorts of conflict, drama, fight each and every day, they're going to realize the reality sets in. Then they again come out from this relationship, they are destroyed emotionally, and they again think that God is the, due to God all these things happen. But it is not God. Remember one thing, from the day one, God is trying to give you red signals, the red flags, that this person has got this, because you didn't notice, or rather you have noticed, but you completely disregard those things and you fall for that person because you were so much emotionally overwhelmed. So understand, the devil uses people to talk to you either nicely, to give you promises, to give you all sorts of commitments. But you will see that later, when you got involved with this person, you see there is null void. This person is not going to fulfill anything from you. This person does not bring anything to the table that you want, that you desire. Everything was false. So this is how the devil manipulates you, and this is how your hopes get completely shattered. You start avoiding, start disregarding, you blame God, you stop praying to God, and you feel hopeless, helpless, and do reckless things. Then again, after emotionally manipulating you, when you face the rejection in your life, or completely somehow the relationship didn't go well and you completely broke off from that person, the devil started playing with your mind. What you did, that he will make you used to yourself to talk negatively with your own thought. You start talking negatively with your own self, and what happened from that time, you go to a bar, you start drinking, you start going out with the malicious toxic friends. Now again, I will say that when you face the rejection, you started to making friends, you started talking, gossiping about that to other people, to the strangers or to other friends. Maybe those friends are not reliable, but you didn't know. You started to you started putting your faith in those friends. You thought that if I confess my feelings, if I share my feelings with those friends, they will literally understand me. But did you know that whether this friend is real or not, whether they're going to keep your secret, whether they are not going to divulge your secret to any other, or whether they are not going to talk yourself, talk about yourself, about your life, or laugh about your life at your back. So understand, everything is happening in a step by step process. Even when this is one example. Another trick devil uses is, suppose when you are going to a job interview, I'm using the same example, you will see that the if you get selected to an interview, you will see that the boss company, the manager or the boss, the HR, whoever that person is, you will see that they are giving you so many promises. I will give you this much leave, you can get holiday, you will be getting vacations, you will be getting so many bonuses and everything, so many lucrative offer they are offering you in your daily life. But once you get into the company, you will see that after starting work, everything has changed. This is just to lure you into their company, but after that everything changes. Every commitment they've made, nothing happened. You are not getting holiday, you're not getting even for one day holiday, you have to beg to your boss. So you see that this is how devil manipulates us. Once he will give you offer, once he will show that sweet talk, once he will give you lots of promises, vague promises, the next moment he will snap it out from you. This is how devil uses the tricks. Even in mobile phone also, when you are using the mobile phone, he is basically, you see, when he wants to keep you distracted, this is his main aim. He wants to keep you more and more distracted. Through the mobile phone, you are going to go through different side to things. I'm not saying that the mobile phone is a very bad thing, but the thing is, not every content is good. This technology, through the mobile phone, we usually get a lot of knowledges, but discern which knowledge is which will lead you to the light and which knowledge will lead you to the darkness. What happens is like that, when you are searching, going through the mobile phone, you are seeing the content which is irrelevant, which is not give you any kind of knowledge to you. Maybe it's fun, one or two fun is all right, but the more and more you are seeing, the more you are getting addicted, and the more you are watching. And devil is what using is, he is bringing frustration. You can see that other people are dressing like that, they are taking holidays, they are taking vacations, they are going here and there, and when you are seeing these things, you are comparing yourself to that person, and you are feeling mad, vulnerable, depressed. So this is how devil is lure you, and to waste your time in that thing, distract you from God, distract you from your purpose in your life. And he is trying 1,000 times so that you you give up on yourself and your God, because you will become frustrated. But the thing is, if you keep praying to God, if you keep surrendering yourself to God, these things won't happen in your life. These things will stop happening in your life. I'm not saying that completely it will stop, because the devil actually seeks way that when is the time when you are at peace, when is the time when you are distracted. So many of the time when we see that when we pray to God, we feel like, okay, now today I'm praying to God, today I'm going to church, I'm praying, or in my not only church, if like when I am sitting at home, I'm praying to God. all the time praying the rosary, doing all sorts of things, we feel very happy that yes, I have prayed, I have made my day, I prayed to God, I've been loyal to him, I'm doing this every time, let's take a break. But this is the actual moment when devil attacks. So when he sees that after the prayer you are taking break means, I'm not saying that you will not only randomly keep on praying, keep on. Break means when you are distracted, when you are thinking about something after the praying, you are not following what you are studying, you are not following how God is telling you, what is telling you to do in your life, how to walk in your purpose. Or if you go through the gospel, if you are, after the reading the Bible, you think that, and after praying you think that my work is done, now I can go and do anything. No, why the Bible you are reading? Because to give the guidance from how to be a disciplined person, how to lead a proper life. So do not distract yourself after the prayer. Do not think that after the prayer, now my work is done, I can do anything in my life. No, go and pray. After that, keep doing your work. Don't give up and be alert, because the devil can use anyone, anybody weak in faith to attack you. Maybe you are strong in faith, maybe you have faith in God and spirituality, but it's not necessary that the other members of your house or your friend circle have the same faith. So he can attack you through any means. Understand? You will see that your one of your family members, if you you have a group of family where you will see that they don't have that much faith like the way you have, and whatever you are doing, they are not happy with you. Whenever you are working, you are calling God, they are mocking you. Maybe they are saying, this is not your age, why you are spending your time in calling God? You should go have party, go dance and do anything in your want, go to a bar, have fun with your friend. But they are not, because they have been through this, their life like this, and they are actually educating you the same way to lead that life. I'm not saying that lead a life of monk. Be around a group of people who can encourage you, who can set a positive example for you, not those kind of people who will pull you to the bar or say, okay, go for a drink, let's go for a drink, let's go for a party all the time. I'm saying keep a group of friends who will be like your type, who will be have strong faith in God. Keep those in mind. Whenever you talk, the conversation should be positive. But what happens in some families, I've seen, the parents are not like that. You can see that, this is how the devil uses, this is how the devil attacks to the parents, because these parents have some, they are not being treated from their childhood times, and it is not their fault. That is why they have not been taught how to lead a disciplined life, how to put faith in God, how to put love in God, and how to walk in the path of God, to be obedient. What is the real truth about following God? So you will see most of the parents I have seen in my life, they are teaching their child, because of you are following God, that is why so many burdens are being put on your head, because there is so many obstacles. The more you are calling to God, the more you see obstacle. No, for every people, whether you call God or not God, the devil will attack you. It is that the less you pray to God, the more attack, the less attack you will face from the devil. But the more you pray to God, you will see the devil is strategizing you, because it is not that you are praying, that is why he is attacking you. Don't take anything personally. Devil attacks each and every person. So those who are very obedient and close to God, the devil attack every stronghold to lure that person from that path. The attacks get double. But remember one thing, the more you are praying to God, and the more you are listening to God from the God's word, and more you are going through the Bible, and more you are fighting the battle, your challenges, understand that God is with you in every moment. He will not let you get drowned. Trust me, he will not get you drowned. He will not allow to drink. He will not allow to smoke. He will not allow to go and gossip with other people, throw bad rumors about other people behind the back. He will always cautious you about any strangers that is trying to fool you, try to lure you into bad network. So God is there to protect you. Believe in him. All the things happen when you believe in Christ, when you believe in, have faith in him, when you love him. Every good thing is possible. That is why Jesus is saying, don't stop having faith in me, because you cannot kill the devil. The devil cannot be killed. He's a bad spirit. He's an evil spirit. You can only pray to God. God can only kill him. Understand? So that is why Jesus is saying that pray to him, because you cannot fight against the devil. The devil is smarter than you. He has been here on this earth from millions of years. He has knowledge. He knows how to attack you. He knows your weakness. He knows at which point he will attack, and you will get damaged. Your reputation will get damaged. You will be provoked to anger. You will get impatient. You will throw tantrums. You will say anything to any other people. He knows each and every your weakness, and you will use the same continuous people or different people in the same form. You will see in your life, they are coming in your life and they are attacking you, but with a different strategies he is using. He's quite smarter than you, and you cannot fight the devil. Nobody can fight the devil. So, and you see, they are spirits, so we are human being. It is not another, we cannot kill that spirit. Only God can kill him. So that is why Jesus is saying praying, because the more you pray to God, the devil gets very angry. The kingdom of darkness gets so much alert. They will gather other people, other devils in their group. They will try a different strategy through other people, other means, to distract you from your path, to attack you. They will gather up, and they will do some kind of meeting among themselves. They will discuss that what can be a different strategy to attack you, because they are seeing you are moving towards God, and it is the only thing that they don't want, that you move towards Jesus Christ. But you always remember one thing: Jesus was also like our way. Jesus was same way. He was attacked by the devil, but he and the devil tried every bit of temptation to distract him, to give up his life. What Jesus wants, that to forgive us from our sin, but the devil was stopping him to not give up his life and not to take not to take our sin. That is why he was trying to attack him, but he made through. He fought, he won through the challenges. He gave up his life, he took our sin, and we are forgiven now for our sin. So understand, we have been forgiven. So if you keep on praying to God, he will come and assist you, through various type of means. So never give up on praying. Another thing, what happens is devil can also attack you through, suppose through your finances. Suppose you lost a job, you need a job. He will attack you in such a way that you become frustrated. You keep stopping praying to God because you think that God is not giving you a job. It is not, because you see, when you have been rejected in the past, you have talked with yourself in a negative manner. You thought that I am not worthy, I will never get a job. This negative thought is stopping you from going for an interview, giving a job, even stopping you from starting a new life. You see, God will nothing in our daily life. There is nothing called timing. In our earthly life, we have time. We go according to our time. But in the heavenly or spiritual places, there is nothing called timing. You can start anytime, it will stop anytime, it can happen. The life is like a cycle. So Jesus wants us that, when we are at the pit, we start again in our life. Start fighting. Don't give up. Because understand one thing, if you are thinking right now that maybe if I stop going to outside, stop meeting people, stop going for job hunting, stop giving my heart to any other people, because even if it's a love relationship, you got hurt from a previous person or people, from a lot of people, if you had made rejection, if you stop going out of fear that, okay, I'll never get somebody loyal, I never get an honest person, the devil is winning the battle. That's exactly what he wants, to stop everything in your life, to become stagnant out of fear. And this you cannot do yourself. Let yourself do. You have to stand up. You have to believe in yourself and in Jesus Christ, that the devil will not leave you till you die in this lifetime. Because I told you several times, like till death you have to face the suffering. Until and unless you are died, till death you have to face obstacles, temptation, challenges in your life. So what you will do? You will give up soon in your life? No. The devil wants that thing from you, to give up. But you should fight and stand up again and start moving forward. What happens? So many people feels rejected in this entire world. Does everybody gives up? So you have to set this positive mindset that I will not give up. Jesus has this strength to fight against every temptation. He never quit. The devil tried so much. Even when he was in the cross, that time also, at the very end, when he was dying on the cross, from the very end, the chief priests and the scribes, they were mocking at him. They saying that you cannot save yourself. Those who are preaching about God, they told Jesus. Some spit at him, some mocked at him, some criticized him, some laughed at your back. Where is your God? Why can't you call your God and ask him to save him? But did he reply, or did he give up? Like, he came down, he said that, let me came help me to came down, I give up myself, I cannot die like this way. So just end the matter here, take me out from this cross and lead a normal life. No, he didn't give up at the last moment. He gave up his life. He keep his mouth shut. He gave up his life. He forgive our sins. So follow his path. Don't give up. That is what he is saying. No matter what the situation, that is what the devil want. So you lose your patience, you lose your anger, and you give up. It can be through any means. You see, sometimes your family member also, they have been through their childhood time, they have been bruised, they have been abused, they have not, their childhood time was not very good. And what happened is that when they grow up, when they give birth to a child, what happened that the way they have been treated, the same way, in the same abusive manner they treat you. They always talk in a negative manner. They always give you saying that you are not worthy, you cannot do anything, always negatively self-talk. In many families it happens. I'm not saying it in every family. If you resonates, these things resonates with you, and you feel very hurt, you feel deeply angered that maybe I'm not worthy. So what happened is, like, this is not your parents' fault. Maybe your parents does not have that strong faith the way you have faith for God, and that is why the devil is using that, your parents, to attack you mentally, so that you become depressed and you give up in your life. Because the time when you were born on this earth, understand one thing, the devil know that you are a very strong person, but and if you rise up some way in your life, you can outshine other, you can be a warrior, you will keep following Jesus, and maybe you will bring a change in your society. But that exactly the devil does not want. You are a very strong person, you might know that, but the devil is very aware, because I told you, devil is smart. He is from a very long time. So what he is doing, that he is using your parents to abuse you in such a manner that you lose all kind of hope in your life, you give up on yourself, and you become somebody who is an idol, who is somebody who thinks negatively, who talks negatively with self, and give up on God and himself. So you see, nobody is weak. It is that the devil is using various other means in your life to strike you hard, so that you give up on yourself, so that you give up on Jesus Christ, his love, his faith in you, and you feel, and he making you feel that everything is happened because of Jesus Christ, every bad thing is happened. But no, not the thing. It is not, bad thing is not happening because of him. The bad thing are happening because you have been, there is some kind of negativity or negative self-talk you are having with yourself. You are meeting some kind of people or situation in your life, suddenly in your life, that is, you are not seeing to the truth. You are judging the person from outside, that okay, this person is behaving like that way, and by judging that, you stop observing. There is a difference between judgment and observation. Observation means you are not judging that person, you are just observing good or bad about that person, but you are not making any kind of judgment, mockery, gossip, anything like that. So you are not judging, you are just you are not observing, you are judging that person. And what happens is, like that, by this way, you are discarding the red flags, the signals, that when you might have seen that in this person, but you are so absorbed in this person's sweet talk, or this convincing power, by his charm, whatever is intellect, whatever you are drawn to that person, that you completely ignore that what you are seeing, the red thing, the small little bit of illusion, you cannot see through the illusion, you are disregarding. And after that, this small things is becoming a big thing in your life. The small problem which you completely ignored, later in your relationship you will see this is taking a big shape. This was the smallest thing that which you have ignored. This is the main point, and this is getting exaggerating, and now the problem starts, and now you realizing what I did, what mistakes I have made. So you see, this is, devil is something who always use illusion So be aware, be alert of people and situation. Discern which is good, which is not good, which is harmful, which is not harmful. And this is the way you can do that is always by praying to Jesus Christ and never giving up on him. Never ever. He is the only one who can save you. You cannot save yourself from this devil who is far, far smarter than you. Billions of millions of years, you know, experience he has in your life. I'm not saying that because maybe you are not that old, but it is not because it is not of age. It is not the age. Devil can attack you regardless of age, regardless of which gender, regardless of which profession you are. He attacked the church priests also, those who are preaching the Bible prophecy. He attacked those people by luring them into materialistic desire. They are looking after money. Understand one thing. Saint Paul has said to the people of, when he was preaching, he said that whoever wants to give anything out of their love, he was telling when he was preaching that if you want to give anything, money, donation, do it from out of your love. If anybody, he was not putting any pressure. And whoever likes to give in such a way, it will be grateful for that. So he never pressure for anything. But you see, I'm not saying, but many of the churches are there. You will feel a pressure, some kind of thing. They are luring some kind of money. They are using pressure tactics, whatever it is. So see, these people are preaching you the gospel. So understand when they will be tested, when they will be tempted, because you are not only the person that is tempted. Everyone will be tempted regarding of every religion, profession, age difference. It can be a 70 years, a 60 years, a 80 years person is also being tempted by the devil. So when they are preaching the gospel, they are preaching about the good things. They are being tempted with money, materialistic thing. But what is saying that behind the back, they have been lured into the materialistic desire. So devil has completely, he completely won. So if you don't want these things to happen in your life, if you want to stand up on your feet, apart from only faith in God and only praying will not help. Go through the gospel and take action whatever way Jesus wants you to lead a life. If you want to save yourself from the devil, which you can't do alone, you need to collaborate with Jesus Christ. You need to go in partnership with Jesus Christ through prayer, through love, through faith, through discussing your every thought on him, keeping yourself very, very close to God and never give up, because knowing that he is the only person who's not person, he is the only God. He is the true God. He is omnipotent. So he is the only one that can save you from this hell that you are facing in this life. Then you can understand through the prayer you will be always saved. So do not give up. There is also a discrimination. You see, some people say that they don't believe in Virgin Mary. Some people say they don't believe in Mary. There are so many denominations, they have this argument. So some people think that only Jesus is important. Some people think that, we should pray to other disciples and Mary. And there is some kind of conflict and fight because of these stupid reasons. But the main thing is, whichever denomination you belong to, we are all praying to the same thing, that is our same Lord, that is Jesus Christ. He is the main thing. We are all praying the same God. The characters are all same, but we are fighting over this trivial issue. This is how the devil is attacking our human mind through the priest, by creating division among Mary, Jesus, disciples and everything. Each and every people have their contribution in Jesus' life. I'm not going to discriminate who is important, who is not important. But when we go through the Bible, we read about everyone's life, starting from the 12th disciple, also from the Saint Paul, and everybody, this disciple also has their contribution. But you see, it's okay if you agree with them, if you don't have belief, whether you believe that these disciples are important or not, or Mary has importance in Jesus' life or not. It's okay. You can have your opinion, but keep your opinion to yourself. Why this things creating a fight among each other? That, I should believe. This is creating a division. So this is how devil is using these people, because they don't have actually faith in Jesus Christ. They are not having faith in Christ fully. They are always going out to create division. Whether they will take Mary in their prayer, whether they will not take Mary in their prayer, whether they take the name of the disciples in their prayer, whether they are not going to celebrate their birthday or not. What is this? We all are praying to the same God, that is Jesus, in our life. Why this is division? So devil is using this stupid reason to create division, fight among people, separation among people, when we all go to, after that, when we will all go to the heaven, and we will be with the one God, that is true God, that is Jesus in our life. So why this stupid reason? So see this, he can use any means to attack you. So keep praying to him. Don't give up. Love him. Have faith in him. No matter the entire world is against you, let it be. But keep closer to God. He is the only person who can give you proper advice. He can only person who will treat you patiently, kindly, compassionately, giving a sound advice. Don't go into all sorts of things and mess in your life that will only create problem in your life. Because the devil is prowling like a roaring lion. He can prowl anytime on you. He is waiting, to distract you from his path. That is why in James chapter 4, in verse 7, St. James has said that, submit yourself therefore to God. Resist the devil and the devil will flee from you. So surrender yourself to God and listen to the God's word during every challenging situation. The devil will be afraid from you and he will flee. Understand that when you are praying to God, fighting against devil, you are praying to God to keep you safe from the devil. Don't think that the devil has, from that day onwards, the devil has completely gone from your life and he will never come back. Understand one thing, he will again come back in your life. Once the prayer is done, he will again come back and he will again attack you. So what you will do, that again pray to God. This cycle should not end in your life. Okay, the devil never gives you, because I told you once again, you cannot kill the devil, and the devil never goes completely permanently from your life. He will be there from your life till death. And the more you pray, the more he will, at the time of prayer, he cannot attack you when you pray, because you know why? Because God intervenes on your behalf, and he protects you when you are praying to him. He keep your mind at peace. So when your mind at peace, when they see God that he has come down to protect you, he run away at that moment. But the moment you finish and the prayer and you get distracted, he again comes with a new strategy. So that is why Jesus is saying that keep praying to me. Don't stop for a single moment of time, or otherwise he will come and attack you at the every time, using every strategy in your life. Surrender yourself to my love, to my keep having faith and never to give up. That is what Jesus is saying. Humble yourself near to God. God will exalt you. Be a kind-hearted. Don't be proud. Be humble. Be weak. There is nothing problem being humble. Humble doesn't mean that you are a weak person. That's the devil's way of attacking you. Humble means that you have surrendered yourself to God and God will protect you. God is taking your responsibility. So there is nothing to be ashamed of. Jesus is our way, the truth, our life. Everything is Jesus Christ. Understand, he is our Savior. So don't be ashamed to take his name. Don't be ashamed to proclaim his word. Don't be ashamed that what other people is thinking if I talk about Jesus Christ. The way I am saying to you, if you really liked it, talk about Jesus Christ to other people also. About his teachings, about the way he wants us to live a holy and godly life, how to keep praying to him so that we can live a peaceful life. This is a chain process. We all are servants of Jesus Christ. We should not be arrogant about what we are doing in our life, because you are just doing the God's work. You are just spreading the message. So spread the message as much you can in your life. The more you spread the message, the more you work on yourself, the more you really follow Jesus Christ's word, every instruction carefully, what he says to you, and put your action into it, the more you will become strong in Jesus Christ. So never be afraid, never be ashamed, never feel guilty, never feel that you are not eligible, never feel yourself worthless, never think that you are, people will laugh at you because you are studying Bible or you're going through scriptures or anything regarding that. You are different. That is why people are laughing at you. They don't have that strong faith like the way you have. That is why people is disliking you. They are laughing because this is their own insecurities. So don't bother about other people. Keep going, keep moving in the path of Jesus Christ. He loves us. Keeping faith in him, that's the only thing. And constantly loving him and reading the gospel is the main thing. Don't give up on him. He never given up on us. He gave up his life on the cross. He was equally same way being tempted the way we are being tempted in our daily life. So hope you like my video. Thank you for watching my video. Amen.